What's up? I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm just sick and tired of hearing this guy cry over and over again about a dog on call in the game. And I want to see the NBA, the National Basketball Association, I want to see you fine his ass for talking about the refs. If anybody had said that, the very next day they would have been fined. I haven't read one thing about you fining this guy, and I want it done. You better fine him like you fined Kyrie Irving, like you fined everybody else. I want to see it done, and I will put your foot to the fire until you do it. He's been doing this for far too long and getting away with it. You called it because it was against Steph and the Warriors. That's the only reason you call that. You can call traveling on LeBron every single day for the rest of his life. He's traveling right now. Talking about, and then gonna throw his homeboy that he got on clutch under the bus. And I hope you're learning, Draymond, you big stupid fool. What a mean fool, man? Hey, man, I thought we was boys, man. You talking about me traveling. Yeah, he talking about you because you want to roll with him. You want to roll with him. You want to sip wine with this bum. He gonna make you a star. You was a star already. You've been going down since you sat in that barber's chair and didn't get a haircut. Idiot. Oh, that ain't Saginaw. Don't blame Saginaw, Michigan for the stuff he been doing. Now, here's the news. And I want you guys to understand it. Here's the news. Hit the like button for this. Because here's the news. You sat there and blamed Draymond. I finally saw the play. I would have addressed this before if I'd known all this was going down. The play you talking about, talking about he drug his right foot. The only reason the referee didn't call traveling on Draymond Green is because when he stepped and planted, it was on Trez's foot. He stepped his left foot on Trez's foot, and Trez moved his foot away, which caused Draymond to lose his balance. So they let the play go. You stupid idiot. So anybody who's bringing that before me, watch the play again and you see it for yourself. That's the only reason that play went down. So I want to see the league fine LeBron James. Fine his ass. Fine him right now for talking about the refs. Fine him. He traveled every game. You can't dribble, just stick dribbler. How about you stop traveling? Got me mad as hell sitting there watching this idiot in this interview. Yeah, man. I mean, I've been doing that my whole life. I want to see that call spread out worldwide. Then if they're going to call that on me. They calling it on you because you're traveling, bum. You have no moves. You don't even know how to dribble right. They could call that every night. They've been letting you get away with it because you're a bum. And the night they decide to call it, you got a point. They've been letting me get away with it, right, because you're a bum. A bum is sitting here talking about traveling. Do you think Steph Curry, they sit there going to call traveling on Steph? Do you think Steph got to worry about these problems? Man, they calling traveling on me. Man, you see Kyrie like, man, dog, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this travel. I've been doing this my whole life. You know why? Do you want to know why he's out right now? You want to know why he's crying right now? Because he knows he played like crap and he wants to change the attention off the fact that he missed the last second shot of the game, bum. You had a chance for a 3 and you bricked it. And then you're going to turn around and walk off the court and make it about the traveling call. No, bro. You had a chance to win the game, bum. Right there. You're down 2. See how the game is different when you're losing? And if you miss, you lose. If you hit, you win. Instead of going to overtime, it's a whole different experience, bum. So you got to understand something. You're not changing the narrative. No way, shape, or form are you changing this narrative. You missed the game-winning shot. And you tell them other Laker fans, Sino said so. Y'all ain't got me hot. In here crying about traveling. Knowing you travel every single time you touch a basketball. Non-dribbling, stick dribbling individual. Got the nerve. You got some nerve to open your mouth. Should be ashamed of himself. Should be literally ashamed that he would even stoop as low as to even say such a comment. Or something. Or something. Now, as I told you, what was he going to do? I told you. I said, watch what this bum does. This bum is going to make up every excuse in the book and try to make it look like a conspiracy because they lost the game. Now the Clippers in first place. I know, hit the like button. I'm mad because it pisses me off that we sit here and got to endure. We have to endure this guy getting away with doing this crap all year long. The NBA needs to fine LeBron James for opening his mouth about the officials and talking about traveling and talking about what they need to do around the league. Ain't nobody else talking about traveling around the league. Nobody talking when your ass been traveling for years. That's all you've been doing. Everybody else got to endure your bull. It's the end of that. We putting an end to it. They call traveling on you. I'm going to go back and watch the game just so I can rejoice on the fact that they actually called the travel. But they only did it because you played Steph. Because this is Steph's league. Not yours, bum. Steph Curry's league. These players are coming up idolizing Steph, not you. Nobody's trying to play like you, bum. Nobody out there saying, man, I want to play like Bron. Where? Nobody wants to play like you, dog, because you have no moves. You don't do anything. No one. It's not Luka's league yet. They're trying to build up a Luka versus Steph and Trae Young. They're in that group. That's the younger group. They're getting ready to cash this bum out so we can get rid of him and get this curse out of our league so that we can have basketball again. But now he's the reason James Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant is all on one team. And that's supposed to be the new norm now. You can hate it all you want, but then you got to hate this bum from Akron because he started it. You're supposed to be the best player on the planet. What you crying for traveling for? What you crying about the travel? Just don't travel. How about that? Go back to dribbling the ball. One game they call traveling on you and you act like they doing it every game. Did they call traveling on them in another game or something? Because last night seemed to be the only game that apparently this traveling was called. I know plenty of times you've traveled and they have not blown that whistle. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. Where's the Laker Nation? Come on, Laker Nation. Tell me what's going on. See, this is why I'm glad I didn't watch that game. Because if I'd have saw this, my anger level would have shot to the roof. Right. The reason why you're traveling, LeBron, is because you have no moves. You can't get by anybody anymore. These dudes, as soon as you go into your move to get by somebody, they standing there looking like, what is he doing? He's still thinking like he doing something. He doing, oh, yeah. I got him now. Watch this. I go. And they sitting there like, block. What's this old dude doing? I thought he was having an attack. These young players could blow by you in 0.2 seconds. Michael Porter Jr., they see you. It's ridiculous the way LeBron is. He is pathetic. It is the worst display of anybody I've ever seen who's supposed to be the greatest player of all time. It's horrible. We got to get this guy out of here, man. I mean, for real. The league, y'all have got to do your jobs, and you got to find LeBron James for complaining about the refs. If not, I'm going to be on your ass. So let's see what's going to happen here. That's right, Courtney Carter. Adam Silver Slipper and the league is saving the Lakers. There you go, Coco. I'm with you. Now, I'm still watching the games. He gave up on basketball completely as far as the pros. Yeah, I'm going to go watch the highlights on him just so I can see this traveling they talking about with him because I really didn't see any traveling. All I saw was not from Draymond Green, but the play LeBron did, it was a travel. You guys saw it, right? Did you guys see any traveling? He traveled, right? So why are we crying about it? So if he's traveling, they saying, man, that's traveling, then what was I doing beforehand? that I was getting away with. Maybe you was traveling, dog, and they wasn't just calling it, you know? Come on, Bron. You got to do better than that. You got to do better, bro. You got to do better, Bron. Somebody said Steph traveled too. I'm gone. Steph traveled too. If Steph traveled so much and he traveled too, let me tell you something. If Steph Curry traveled too, let's bring this to the forefront so that the whole world could hear it. If Steph Curry traveled, do you hear Steph up there complaining about it in an interview? Go find me an interview with Steph Curry complains about traveling. Go dig it up. Steph complaining about traveling. You know people who complain about traveling? You know people that complain about traveling? People who can't dribble. That's who complains about traveling. People who can't dribble. Dude, we talking about a basketball game. Who cares about this bum's life? We're talking about a basketball game. And we're talking about the integrity of the game. You must wanted to hear about it. That's why you're here. And if you are LeBron James, you need to worry about getting yourself some nuts. Period. You have no heart. Everything about you it's an insult to the league. Everything about you is an insult to the game of basketball. You have not carried this game and this sport to the next level. All you did was milk it for your own personal narcissistic ways. And because of it, the whole league is in its lowest point ever where people don't care to even look at it because of you. The casual fans who normally would watch basketball, they don't care for it anymore because it's not exciting to them anymore. Only the little kids, because Steph got them. Steph got all the kids, all the little kids, the 8th graders, 7th graders, 6th graders on down. Steph got them. They love some Steph Curry. And you are ashamed. You're jealous. You jealous of Steph, who owns you, by the way. He got papers on you, boy. He gonna be like, got papers. I own LeBron. He owns you. He did your whole 30-year career in 5 years. Now he got his own shoe brand, and you're jealous of that. You jealous. You jealous. You jealous. Steph got Under Armour. He got part ownership in the whole company. And now he has his own shoe brand by himself. Where's yours, bro? Do you own stock in Nike? No, you don't. You don't. Oh, you know what the Bum wanted to do? The Bum tried to get Luka and say, I was going to start my shoe brand and have him be my first person to wear my shoes. get my first bronze, and I was gonna make Luka the star. That's what I was gonna do. Then why didn't you, bum? You know why? Because you ain't in position to do that, bum. He went over to Jordan because he knew Jordan was in position to do that, bum. Why Zion ain't signed with you, bum? Because he already knew Jordan was in a position like, why would I sign with him? I'm gonna go over here with Jordan. Nobody want to rock bronze. You get some LeBrons when you couldn't get no Jordans. Like, what were you wearing? I'm wearing LeBron. I want a Jordan. I'll even take some old school Vince Carters. Right now, LeBron. I even wear the Hurricane game shoes. Give me those. Not LeBron's. But y'all like this bum. This is what gets me. Y'all like this bum. This shows you right here the brainwash. You guys like a bum who's sitting here crying about traveling. He's mad because they called traveling on him in a game, not for a series, for one game in which he did travel. He wants the whole world to get upset because he got called for traveling in a game. You root for somebody that damn weak? All y'all don't notice. You. Everybody in this chat don't notice who riding with that bum. Any Laker fan in here that rolling with that bum, or a LeBron fan? Woo! Brooklyn style, baby! Brooklyn style! Oh! How dare you roll with a bum like that? Sitting there crying about traveling. He looked straight like a sucker. Didn't he, sitting there with that hat? Well, you know, I'm just saying. They've been calling this. I've been doing this my whole career. You're right, bum. You've been traveling your whole career. I am very glad you stated that. Your whole career. Yeah, here come the sabotage now. Now, when you're dealing with somebody like LeBron, you're dealing with somebody who is mentally fragile. And because they're mentally fragile, this is what they do. I never hear Kyrie complain about traveling. I never hear Kyrie sit there like, man, because Kyrie can dribble. He's not worried about that. If you're worried about traveling at 18 years in the league, bum, you know what you do? Don't travel. Then you're going to throw Draymond under the bus, your buddy. Draymond should have slapped him after the game. Like, man, let me holler at you for a minute, man. I sat in your barber chair, man. I drank your wine, man, and I lost my game, man. Now I'm a drunk. Just like you, man. You pulled me down, bro. Should have slapped him. Should have slapped him. Oh, yeah. You can donate to the page. The Patreon is on fire today. I told you we uploaded a whole lot today. The Richard Pryor thing is up. You can hit the Cash App up. Carcino, the name on the Cash App. Y'all know that. You know that already. Got to tell you that. You know what time it is. Oh, they've been soft. But here's the thing, though. Notice how all this attention was taken off him missing that game-winning shot. You see that? Now it's all about traveling. No, keep that focus right where it need to be. That bum missed the game-winning shot. Could have won the game had he hit that three. He could have shut a lot of people up, man. I bet you he wouldn't have talked about traveling had he hit that shot. He wouldn't have brought up nothing about traveling in. That wouldn't have been the story. Oh, I just did a video. It's uploaded now. I was getting ready. So that's what I was doing, typing. Yeah, the title of it is called The Worst Celebrities to Work For. And that's going to be on this page. And it's free. So now I was going to put it on the Patreon and do like a early premiere over there. I might just give it to y'all. I don't know yet. I'm thinking. Might just do it. Y'all gonna get it, but it might be an early premiere on the Patreon now. I gotta think on it. My Morris brothers don't seem to understand a lot of things, though. Moors, the reason why you got the name Moor is because those were the slaves that got lost in the shuffle, or basically through the Spanish Inquisition and everything else that went on there with the Moroccans. So you only call Moors. That's what they were called, Moors from Morocco. And the Moors, if you were from Moroccans, and over there it was declared that you could not be a slave. So they won that law over in Morocco, and they were considered Moroccans and Moors. You know, the blacks were Moors. They came here and they were the first presidents of the United States of America. A lot of people don't realize that. The first presidents of this country were black. Like the first 6, 7. The White House is designed just like the house. They designed the White House. It's the same design as it is in Morocco. The Moors. They decided, they had a whole committee of presidents because you can only be president for so long or whatever. Then they switch into somebody else's turn. I think it was like 2 years. And then they screwed over the Moors, who saw slavery when they came here and didn't do nothing to help the slaves. They felt like that's not our business. Then they got screwed over by George Washington, who found the way, used the blacks and the Moors to get elected and became a United States. And now cut out the Moors altogether. So the joke was George Washington cutting down the cherry tree. Remember, they always tell you that George Washington, he chopped down the cherry tree. Do you know what that meant? The cherry hats that were worn by the Moors, they had the cherry red hats. When they were betrayed, that's what they meant by chopping down the cherry tree. And they teach you that garbage in school, and they never tell you anything about the world. Exactly, the fez. Right, see, told you. Cherry hats, you know what I mean. I know the fez, right? You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like I'm crazy. I was educated very well. Moors are Israelites, and they just went by the name of Moors. Most of them were pirates. They all went over to what is now known as Sicily. They were in Italy, took over that, and rode. They were the first pirates. They were sailing in the waters long before Christopher Columbus and a lot of these other people. Let's get a lot of stuff out of here. There's a lot of lies going on. But that's for a whole nother day, whole nother time. They became pimps in the Etruscan islands. Yes, and it's all documented. They went out there and turned all them little Italy white girls into prostitutes. Oh, trust me, there is stuff about this. Yeah, big pimping. That's exactly what they did. They were pimping dudes' wives, and the wives was going. They were going, dude, and they were living big up in Sicily. Not no misinformation. This is facts. You just don't know. But yeah, well, let's shut this video down. This has gotten way too hot.